today from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
What up, B? How you doing, man?
And they'll begin by running the option. And an early how do
We
you
starting
do
off
right
on the
there
franchise mode with Madden today.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind
Yeah,
the line.
relax.
I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know.
All day
better than I.
long,
He has
just
the ability
simply
to take
relaxing.
over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh,
Into heavy traffic and it's
that's what I'm talking
intercepted.
about, babe.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And what
What you doing today for Valentine's Day, B?
Couple touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. That one goes for 36 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because
Dakota coming through with the light. What's on with you, Dakota?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
First down.
He gets the
Hey,
first
Levita.
down yardage he needs
Happy
before he's
Valentine's
brought
Day.
down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, we 3-1, playing all Madden.
Not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change.
Have the ball with it.
Instead of coming right back with a running play,
Already traded Jordan Lewis.
2 straight shots on the ground.
Got
Now on
Aldon
third,
Smith
do you go to
on the
air?
trade
I
block.
think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
Playing with Saints offense.
Help and think that second down
Playbook
is the time you
and,
go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
I forgot who's.
Think
Oh, I
about
think I
it
got
being
Detroit's
4-down territory.
defense. It's not so bad.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked
Dakota,
with
what
so
you
many
doing
different
tonight
coaches
for
as a year along
Valentine's?
the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Where'd you get your reports
Make it into the
from?
end zone. And no effort to bring this one out.
The
It's a
Bleacher
touchback.
Report says that
So the Giants
otherwise,
getting the
but I
football
hope
back
you're
into their
right.
second drive.
Before they
And
do
the
anything, they
interception
need to
last
figure out
time
what
it
they're
led
doing
to the
with Dak
opening
Prescott.
touchdown. So now 7-0
You know,
the
I'm
score as
so
they
tired of
start
this.
1st and 10.
I'd love to have him back as long as he's not going to cripple the franchise financially. You know, I said that more than once. But, I mean, I'm tired of it now. Pay the man or trade the man. You know, bottom line. I'm sick of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
I just don't want him to stay in the
First down
NFC
yardage on the
East.
first play of the drive, give him 14. Well, maybe that'll help him settle
God
back into
knows
the
I'm not
groove
trying to
after
see
the
him with
interception. First
Washington.
drive here, picking up the first to start drive
He's
number
good
2.
enough to
And
destroy
it is
us.
just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jones going to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the
I mean,
third
yeah,
down
Wuzier's
conversion.
looking for a contract, but I'm getting
17
tired of watching him
yards,
get
first
burnt.
down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Wow.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10.
Xavier
just
Woods
shy of
with
the
no
4 at
effort.
the 6. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did
We
not.
gave up a
because
couple big
they really
third
essentially was
down.
going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That's
Well, they're in some hot water now after that
stupid.
sack. It's 2nd and 21.
You know, you
These
keep
two
on
teams
playing that
outside
game,
after
man.
one.
So you franchise Prescott again, which leads to a whole nother set of conversations
Well, they're in
again
some hot water
next
now
year.
after that sack.
You know,
It's
when's
2nd
it
and
going to
21.
stop? Sit down with him and his agent.
From the
Tell him,
shotgun,
look,
it's Prescott.
be prepared for a long day because we want to get it done.
And he
You
rifles
go in
one
there, you sit at the
incomplete.
table.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb,
If you
the
get to
intended
lunchtime, you
receiver.
order
Now
lunch,
it's 3rd down.
and you sit your asses
They tried to
there
make
and you get a
something
deal
happen,
done.
but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase.
I mean,
for it.
damn.
Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right
I
now,
need to be
and that's the tough
involved.
part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive,
Yo.
but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to
You might
punt
want
it
to call
away.
Jay on that one.
Back deep, Golden Tate.
What you
He
mean?
was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as
What
he
you mean?
sends this
Do
one
anything.
away.
Oh,
So
I mean, I'm
possession
not.
goes over here on the punt. And it'll be
Okay.
Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've
I'll
got
get back with
momentum.
you.
I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders specifically,
Yeah, I mean,
linebackers,
Dak
keeping
Prescott is a good quarterback. Dak Prescott fits what we do.
And you know that's not easily
Look
done.
at what we know Dak Prescott's good at.
They try and
Do you want that in
put
Washington?
eyes in the wrong place.
Do you want that in the NFC? No, you want that far, far away from you.
First is strength and being able to
You
break
damn
down
sure don't
the
want that in the division.
But at his side,
Why?
once you slow his
The
movement,
last 5 years, where's Dak Prescott been? Dallas. So he knows everything about that defense, right or wrong. He knows who's weak. He knows who's strong. He knows who he can and can't pick on in practice. And you want to take care of that? You really want to face
On
that?
down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Yeah, okay.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players. And
All right,
try and do
first
something
drive,
big and get things going in the
We
excitement
scored.
area.
2nd drive, we look like crap.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the
Safety's
first
coming
half.
down.
I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on,
And
Prescott.
it'll be incomplete.
And I just
Tight
paid
end
him.
Bell, the intended receiver.
2 of
And that
4,
takes us from
46
2nd to
yards.
3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the
I knew
confidence
the
they
blitz
have
was
in their
coming. I
receivers
said when
down
the
with
safety
ball.
dropped down.
But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tate on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps?
I'm not a fan of this 3-3-5, but
well, let's just go to the football.
gotta learn to possibly work with it.
101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
Dakota, let me ask you, do you want Prescott? Or would you be satisfied sending Prescott to Indianapolis?
The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down.
So I wouldn't mind trading him, sending him to Indianapolis.
Throwing again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
You know what?
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
Man!
Pass incomplete.
That's a 1st down.
Backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Don't do us like that.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here.
I mean, yeah, for every reason I mentioned, I want to keep him.
Anyway.
But if I got to lose him, do a sign and trade with Indy. I mean, put that, whichever one of the 2 franchise tags that you can trade a player for, put it on them, and
we've hit the 2
send them to Indy.
The first half, all knotted up at 7.
Or Chicago, or somewhere where we don't have to deal with him.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Get it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's in.
I thought it was a touchdown.
Trying to get it there to Sterling.
Watching it live, I thought he scored.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
They're picking on my rookie.
Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to
that
just go
stupid
sky
penalty
high.
kept
You
him with the
mentioned
ball.
Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
J.J. Nelson now to return. Gets past one man.
And this guy right here, he's supposed to have a 95 speed. I thought he would make a difference in the kick return game. He He ain't done nothing. He's probably
Here's
going
the
to get
Dallas
cut after this
offense now,
game.
heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Dakota,
Haven't
you
they
still
proven
here?
that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They
Thank
finds
goodness
his
he caught
target.
it.
It's Schultz. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the
Just
old
like
pass
that.
completion for no gain, not something you want to
2
call up
plays,
on the playbook
10
too
yards,
Yeah,
a
most
lot of
offensive
time
coordinators don't
lost,
have that
and we
on
haven't
the play
accomplished the
sheet,
first
so they
down.
gotta go back and scramble after this one. But right
Are you
now,
kidding
they're
me?
telling
Oh,
receivers
timeout.
about making sure you take care of the ball and over
Okay.
the field. Sometimes
So,
the fighting
what do you
first
do with
yard
Jalen
doesn't come
Smith?
as a result. That and
They
good
just
tackling
signed him.
could lead to
He
no
looked like
yards
crap
gained.
last year. Was it because of the new defense? Or what? Do you move him from linebacker? Or is he a liability to you?
So
And
first
think about how
10
much it
now
hurts the
from
cap.
30.
You see what I'm saying? All this stuff that Dallas did was stupid. The most
Out of the
important
gun, here's
player,
Prescott.
the quarterback, they didn't
The
re-sign.
out route incomplete.
They re-signed
That's
all them
Schultz.
pieces around
And
him.
he
Layout
goes out of
Collins.
bounds just shy
He got
of
money.
45. 14
Last year he
yards
didn't
for
play it
Cowboy
down.
First down.
He showed up out of shape. Then he was in the car accident. Then he didn't need surgery. Then he did need surgery. Tyron Smith. Let's go out here and get a tackle and move him to guard.
And now a throw
That's how I look
down
at
there,
it.
but
He's
it's
getting
incomplete.
older. He's still a
Michael
dominant
Gallup, that's
player.
who he was looking for.
At
And
guard,
second down.
he
I've
becomes
been impressed with the work defensively.
one of the
They've not allowed
best
a lot of
instantly.
receivers to run free.
That's how I look
For
at it.
example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on
Send
first
Cooper
down.
deep.
Prescott from the gun. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb.
Oh, man.
The Cowboys going to
It looked like first the defender was running Lamb's route.
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to get a touchdown, but hell, got to get in field goal range with a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the
Gotta
backfield.
take time out.
Complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final
This is a
timeout.
very long field
As they'll
goal. I
start
got to
it
get
with
another
14
play in
seconds to go in
and
this
a
first
timeout.
half.
At the 40-yard line.
Can't call a screen pass. Can't afford to get caught on the field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Prescott yet again.
Oh, my Lord, have
That's
mercy.
incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's
We'll
third
just go ahead and
down.
try 3.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard
He got it.
attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away
Hey,
right there.
57 yards away, he
So a
hit
big
it.
play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with
We
3.
scored on what, 2 or 4 first half possessions?
On that one, the big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football
The second
out to
time
the
in this
25.
young season,
So time perhaps for
we
one
go into
final kneel
halftime
down before
down.
they take this lead to the locker room. And with time
The first
running
time it
down,
happened,
they'll
we
go down to
lost.
knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm done with
And
Nelson.
only able to get this to the 19.
It was
so
a good
probably should have
experiment.
opted for the touchback.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on the trade block, and if don't nobody want him,
Out come the Cowboys.
We'll just
now
straight out
as they'll
cut
go
'em.
on offense first here in this third quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side,
First down.
complete. That's Bell. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. And he can't
It's
get
a
away
wonderful
from the
thing
pressure the Giants get
when you
there.
can get blocking
Dexter
inside.
Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there.
When
A
you
loss
can't,
of 4. Well, they go play
it's
fake.
over.
The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They
And
bought
he'll
the
hit
house and we
slant
caught
route. It's
it.
caught by Cooper.
Tyron
He's
Smith
gonna
is
be
hurt
dropped
again.
Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Prescott from the gun on 3rd, eluding the pressure right.
I started
He
to
may
throw
try
it.
Run for this.
I
And
really
he'll take
did
this
start
the
to
other
throw it,
side of
but I was
midfield
scared I would
before
cross the
going
line
out
of
of
scrimmage by the
bounds.
time it
The
actually comes out of his
coverage may be
hand.
too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the
Look at
elements
that.
And he can't escape.
Some
it. Down
offensive
he
linemen
goes.
missed him. Zeke
Tyler
whiffed at him.
Fackrell, able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the
Don't
backfield
get
for him.
It
irritating.
really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 3rd down.
Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Apparently I hit the button.
Now Prescott.
And the game, I don't know what button I hit. Let me take my hand off the controller.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long for Prescott. And
First
he's got
down.
Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now back to the ground with Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pick.
Having a very rough game on offense.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really
Cooper's
like
my best offensive weapon right now.
Away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott, flushed out right.
Should have just ran like I started
to. It's
to.
incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver.
I damn sure looked right at it. I said, nah, I'll throw it.
3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again,
6.
Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening.
17 plays, 83 yards, and that was one of the most sad drives I've ever had in my life.
We'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away.
Gave up multiple sacks on one drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half.
Somebody get to him.
That here. And he will go
The
down.
dude was back there drinking soda, eating Doritos.
Marcus Lawrence with a sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
3rd down is super
It
long.
looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Everybody get
Giants
back.
on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Yeah, I don't need him back
36
there
yards
no
on
more.
the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere.
13 carries, 32 yards.
Play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the
Did
line
he get
right
it?
there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 16 yards.
Cooper is
first
just my
down.
weapon right now,
We
man.
know
I don't
he's
need no
pretty good
harm.
hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, All these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested.
Gallup gonna mess around and find himself on the trade block now. I'm getting tired of that.
Credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Elliott.
9 for 11 on 3rd down.
Before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
Tyron Smith hurt again. This brother stays hurt.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a
Just put him on the
first
bench
and
the
goal.
rest of the game.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2nd and
Dang.
goal from
Well,
inside the 5.
I know it's a run now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
No!
He gets halfway home
Just
from the
put
4
up the
down
no.
to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand
Come here,
here?
ask for some
Defensive
just
guys,
quit
I
out
know
the
if he
12.
gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those.
A touchdown ends it.
To me, 3 points
A
here.
field goal
a major letdown.
keeps it
This is the time
live
to go and put 6 on the board.
from the 2.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, Giants 14.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down 20-14, just under 2 minutes to go. They need a touchdown, a field goal.
What up,
is what
Dan?
was
How you
out as
feeling?
They come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll complete
They
this
moving down that
from
field
his
a little
tight
bit
end.
too easily
And he'll
for
be
me
out
right
of
now.
bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because
Man to
looks like
man.
a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock's under.
Nobody getting no
Still plenty of
pressure.
Time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling.
Less than
and
a
where they
minute.
target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the
Staying
middle.
in man
and
to
use their
man.
Timeouts.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't
Less than
using
30
them.
seconds.
Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Playing zone.
Line of scrimmage.
I had to take the
31
other
as they
line
line
out.
Up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And
Don't tell me it's a damn face mask.
Face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
They getting ready to take it from me.
No!
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play.
Yeah, I dropped back
Point
into that
of the
zone
game.
that time.
So
I
now
stopped
20
playing that
yards to
man
go
to
on
man.
2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll
That's
go
right.
down
Keep
here
him up.
at the
Keep him up.
12-yard line. And now with 4
Don't be
seconds
so quick to
left,
tackle.
we get a timeout call. 8th play of the drive
This is it.
coming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And
Game
they will
over.
get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Cowboys, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay
No
put for a
picks.
few days as they'll host
19
the Arizona
carries,
Cardinals
62 yards.
next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they will be back
Gallup
home
with the
next
only
week
drop.
for a date with Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank.
It's getting rough, man. Extremely. Supposed to have all that speed. I don't see it. He might be on drugs or something. I don't know. Tell you one thing. If don't nobody ask for him in a trade, he cut. Oh, they want Aldon Smith, though. Oh, Houston giving up some nice stuff. A fourth and a fifth. Seattle giving up nothing. I'll take Houston's offer. Gotta adjust the team now. Yep, slid him to the right-hand side. Everybody worrying about no damn Chandler Jones. They're gonna have to stop Zeke in the running game. I'm not going to pay him that much over 2 years. I'm just looking at my team, thinking about what I'm dealing with. A whole lot of these cats I ain't going to re-sign. So I'm going to put him on the trade block too. See what I can get for him. I might keep him, but I just want to see what I can get for him too.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
Oh, well, number ain't out yet.
Set
Won
to go
4
now
in a
in
row.
week 6
Try to
of
make
the
it
NFL
5.
season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced, and when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10-1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. Oh, that's just not fair.
What the hell?
Room to run.
You gotta be kidding me, right? Okay.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up and down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football, because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy.
Good, strong 6-yard game.
And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. People
I know
always
good
talk
and
about one of
damn
his
well.
biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the
Have
last
him
drive.
quarterback spy,
When you
because if
score
I
a
do,
point,
I'm going to
it's
lose
a whole
out
lot better view
twice.
than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come on, man. Woods got to go. He can't tackle. He can't do nothing.
Yard short of the marker.
I'm glad I put him on the block. Hopefully somebody want his whack
On the
ass.
first down completion.
Man, that dude
Exactly what's going to
sucks.
be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that is incomplete here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third and short, Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
Ow!
They'll tussle.
Oh,
and
Lord.
This is going to be caught. And they do
This
get him
guy
down,
right
but not
here.
before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard
So basically, the
line.
right side of my
Pick
defense
up a
just
38,
stinks right
running their
now.
plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Give me your
And he's going to
cornbread.
go down back at the 27-yard line.
We needed
He's
that
sacked. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
What up,
Listen
big
for
dog?
2
How's the
carries
family? How
in
you
the
been
sack.
doing?
They come up on a 2nd and very long. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Good to see you coming through, man.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Man, we all right,
Really
man.
nice gain on the
We out here
completion.
dealing with this
However,
ice
still
thing
3rd
going
and
on in
goal that they
Maryland.
face now.
Man, I can't even walk in my
After
driveway.
a one-point game,
I took a bag of
7-6.
trash out last night. It took me 2 minutes to get back in my house. I was just sliding, cuz. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like, cuz the way the things went down with the weather, I swear I ain't think that much rain and ice and stuff hit, but it's like 2 inches thick.
From the gun.
Men my size ain't supposed to slide, you know what I mean?
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
It's 0. Where the hell you at?
A 5-yard
My dog
loss.
Brandon in Chicago talking about it be 0 next week, but where you at, cuz? I think you told me you was in Minnesota one time. Somebody in Minnesota I met, but damn, 0?
Just dropping the football.
0 means I don't come out the house.
Catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
0 1 them. I called the liquor store and played my numbers. Dang.
So the drive
3 days in a row?
the 15-yard line, but they do
Shucks,
need 3.
man. Y'all West Coast, Midwest folks gotta get out of there. Ain't no way in hell I could live in the Midwest.
Extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore.
I had a friend of mine.
Field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A friend of mine was I think he said Boulder, Colorado, for his military training. He said every day when everybody first got up in the morning, they killed no less than 3 or 4 rattlesnakes, at least 4 feet long. You ain't got to worry about me visiting the damn part of Colorado.
Advantages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down this stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the
y'all talking about 0, and I'm in my house cold.
And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards.
Y'all done messed me up mentally.
To be set higher with this beginning.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own
Man.
22. He'll drop to throw.
I don't mean no harm, dog.
Toss this one incomplete.
If I hit the Powerball or something, I can slide out there and visit. It's going to be during the spring months. Don't expect to see me no time when it's cold out there. If I can't show up with a t-shirt and shorts on, I can't come.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10.
Listen at y'all. Blowing. Brandon in Chicago, you in Colorado.
Prescott from the gun.
Ain't no way in the world. Come visit, cuz. Nah, I'm good.
Up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play call.
Denver's in New Alaska.
I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey,
man, y'all guys better than me, man. I don't mean no harm.
And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps
y'all shouldn't even have violence in y'all's communities. It's too cold for that shit.
Another nice gain, 16
For
yards
real,
there
man.
and a 1st
I don't
down
mean to
again.
make jokes about violence or nothing, but
favorite receiver in
man.
this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the first
I was talking the other day about
No
building
one
my
took him
dream
before
house
that, and Dallas,
to where my heating system would be able to take, wood stove stuff and wood and would run through the vents too.
Another
Shucks,
right
man.
There, how this defense really
A
is
snowball
leading the
fight.
game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are
What?
dominating it. It allows their
I wish the hell I
interior
would.
guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
I mean, unless we
So
can
how
do
you
it
gonna
online.
that? Is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to
Man,
block
you
them
said enough
first
keep it
to
around,
give
huh?
yourself a chance.
Prescott now from the 50.
Man, they were
And he's
blitzing
got
hard
it
that
out of the
time.
backfield. That's complete.
All right, I got 3rd and 3. I can manage
Gave him my
this.
feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big.
You know, the
In
more I
end,
play with this
give some
Saints
credit to the
playbook,
defense,
I
finding
think
a
I'm
way
going
to
to
get
try
to
another
it and
playbook
forcing
next
him to bring him
game.
down.
A good chance this is.
That's why I don't mind playing this franchise mode, just relaxing.
Right now, looking at a 3rd and 3.
I gotta find something that I can just be comfortable.
This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Good God Almighty!
First down line was. This defense
When you see people like that, you're supposed to just be like, "Come on, cuz." Just put them in a vehicle, duct tape their hands and wrists, and drop them off at the nearest rehab center.
Going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They need help at that point. 4th and 2. Timeout. I don't know if I'm going to go for this or not.
First of their timeouts.
Yeah, Brandon gets snow every day in February. I don't know how the hell they out there making it. Them people out there shoveling snow with plows and everything getting paid. Oh, no, man. I was just saying somebody in the community be like, "Come on, man, we got to get you some help." But you know how it is out here.
Short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
We're going to run some crosses with a dig in behind it.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Pollard.
To his running back, complete. And he gets
First down.
34, good enough.
Well, I forgot Colorado got that legal weed. Man, I'd like to buy me a Taco Bell and put it out there. I would get paid.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Jesus.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Thank you, Dak. Thank you, Dak. I just paid you.
10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Then it's that rookie Isaiah Simmons.
An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Dang. You know, I feel bad now. We out here complaining about all the ice we dealing with. Y'all got snowing.
Here comes Nelson.
All that. I bet kids don't even go to school in y'all communities. Y'all been needing virtual learning for years.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Man,
and
down by
6,
11.
so they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence.
Y'all be talking about me like a dog if I lived around y'all. You seen them? He up in the house still?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tell you quick, I'm
hibernating.
hibernating.
It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it
Negative 12? Shucks.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They'd have to come get me. Like them truant officers where people don't want to go to school. They gonna have one hell of a fight getting me out the house. I'm gonna tell you that off the top.
Somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, but blowing. Come on, cuz. You know, ain't nobody gonna be like, you know, they get their buzz on and stuff. Man, I'm trying to get up on some chillings. They be like, man, I'm trying to get up on that cheese or chicken quesadilla with 2 soft tacos and some sour cream. You know how they do it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Or at least around here, everybody runs to the Taco Bell or McDonald's.
Yes, but maybe here, not the worst thing in the world.
Now they run to Chick-fil-A.
Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's
man, we got to get at least a field goal on this drive, but this might be
4
over.
yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, see, that's different.
And again, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Oh.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down.
And he got out of bounds. You know,
I don't
I
think
could open up
there's
a
anyone
Taco
who can
Bell on
possibly
one end of the
doubt
street
how fast he
and a
can
soul
run the
food place
open
on the
field.
other
But if
end of
there
the street.
were, he silenced those
That's how I
doubts
could
there.
roll with
That's
it.
the kind of play where you have to kind of catch yourself afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur.
They
out
actually
there.
have to wait till
No
negative
substitute for
20 to
speed. We
cancel
talk about that
school.
all the time. The evidence
So how
was
cold
right
does it have
there.
to be
And if
before
you're
someone
wondering how
freezes to
fast he
death?
was going, next-gen
That's the
stats
real
clocked him at
question.
Close to 21 miles an hour. From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. And he
Shoot.
just throws this one away. Smart decision.
I
here,
pledge to
close
y'all,
the end zone, and it brings up second
every
down.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, I will play the Mega Millions and Powerball with hopes of hitting so I can open up establishments in your
After the
areas.
incompletion on first, now second and 10.
That's my pledge. Yeah, man, that cold weather ain't no joke in that Midwest.
To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. The
Man!
Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10. 16
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan
Turnovers,
Torchwood. He has our EA
turnovers,
Sports
turnovers.
halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very
9
much. We'll get
rushing
back to you
yards
and Charles in a minute. But
in the first half.
time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. 24-17, your final score. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home. And
There you have it. Halftime
Negative
quickly over.
30.
Third quarter, here we go.
Negative 30s when you can take
It's the
like
Cowboys who get
a
the football
bowl of
first,
water or
and they
something and
trail
throw
here
it
as
outside,
well
you
as
can
we
see it
resume
freeze, right?
Action in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they had a nice little drive going.
Yeah, we're gonna try another.
The interception in the red zone.
We're gonna try another offense after this game.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot
Damn.
where you're thinking
6
you got to be
carries,
on the board
11
for sure,
yards.
and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Well, they still have time to get
Oh,
it
B, you
established.
know how it
My
is. We
estimation,
win,
they've
we
gotta pick
win,
up
we
the
don't,
urgency
we
here. They've gotta
don't.
get
We're
quickly
gonna
in
try
and
every
out of the huddle
time.
and run off a bunch more plays.
Now left side, a completion.
B,
to
you
his
ain't
tight
cutting no
end.
hair today, are
The
you?
reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he
At the
is.
end of the day, it's
Passed
still
it to
2
each defender.
possessions.
Ended
I'm
up
still
making a
in
nice
it.
play,
Even though it's been
complete.
bad,
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
we still got a good chance.
Off play action
So-
to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys.
He
your
only- man, ain't no
having
way in
your
hell.
eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
Ain't no,
That's
unless
the
you
big
know he
guy
had
in it.
some
Able to dump it over the top
some
to him.
issues at home where he just didn't want to be there.
So
Ain't no
in the
way in hell
Cardinal
I could walk to
territory
school
now.
only in a
It's first
sweater.
and 10 at the 47.
That's hardcore
Here's
right there,
Elliott.
man. That's
And the
beyond
kick is just to the
hardcore.
47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Man.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We don't get this, we are kicking the field goal.
Throwing, Prescott.
Oh!
And
Two different
coverage
players had a
there.
shot at
Knocked
it.
away, incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
You gotta be kidding me!
Line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, it's against him.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
We missed from 58, but we made it from 57 last game.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple.
So we basically know now anything beyond the 40, don't even try it. But I started to go for it, I really did.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case,
Get
they
right
hit
back
was
into
timed
my man to
really
man.
well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, hell no, Brian. Ain't no even point in joking about that. You ain't got to worry about that, dog. I can visit Chicago virtually. We can have a Zoom meeting or something like. Come on, guys.
This time he's got the
Man-to-man coverage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
And I know you can't
Okay,
see it.
I'll make you a promise.
Spells frustration.
If I hit the Powerball or Mega Millions,
Defense. They covered
I
it.
will come out there
End up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks
layered
up back
heavily
first down.
for a couple days, B.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't expect for me to leave my hotel room much.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
But that's not an easy
Anything more than a field goal on this possession.
Responsibility
It's not
is him
good.
getting upfield and
But
working,
shucks,
but how
man.
about
We
his
should have
vision
had
to
to
see
stop
which
just
way
now
he's going?
anyway.
Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
You know what?
There's the beauty of
I'm
Kyler
pulling him
Murray
off the
because
field.
we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws.
Play the zone.
But he also possesses wide receiver
Where is
speed.
he?
He can call his own number.
They said they didn't let me have my play.
To a big
I
play
actually,
as well.
oh my God.
Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback.
Please get him. It's out of bounds.
This Cowboy defense looked
They
ready
didn't
for
let
the
me pick
3rd
my
down
play
pass.
just now.
Brings up 4th.
Cheating asses.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they
Yeah, we're going to try another offense. I just don't know
They're
which
thinking to themselves,
one.
okay, do we still want to try one
This
of them
right
in that
here is not
position
what I
again? And I
want.
would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
Yeah, get
this
a little
time?
closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a...
Oh, yeah. All they got to do is say snow around here, and everybody hits the grocery store. Because it's been a couple times where we just got snow out the blue, and nobody was prepared. So once they say it, it's like everybody just all of a sudden just gets up and goes. But me and my wife have found something really good about that. We know which store to hit. Because these stores around here price gouge.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
So we know which ones are good and which ones bad by now.
Down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I hit the A button and snapped the ball 4 times.
For this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Ever since we missed that one extra point, things went downhill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Shoot, you like to save money, you got to these days, man. It's wild out here in these streets right now.
Prescott yet again.
Oh my God, Lamb! I'm Gallup.
Picked off inside the 10.
That's it.
At the 50.
You can cancel Christmas.
20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game.
Second one.
Suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The 4-game win streak is over. Arizona came to my house and whooped my ass.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I'm definitely cutting him because I'm mad as hell. Somebody got to pay for it.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Now,
and he's going to go down.
I know I had a screen pass called,
just not much,
but I looked over and saw one-on-one, and after I saw the one-on-one, I kind of like, hey.
Led to a very quick sack.
You know.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball.
and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it in.
I knew Amari would take me in.
Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Oh, what is that?
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand
My
why
rookie defensive tackle
and
hurt
defensive
now.
linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their
He
hands.
ain't hurt.
So
He's got
often
muscles
because
cramps. He
that
all
can
right.
be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down.
God have mercy.
Get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2.
Nobody could get
3rd
to
and
him.
16, but they get the conversion anyway. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to Drake. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays
8 incompletions.
they need to do that.
3 of them were
really
just
well.
picks.
Otherwise,
realize there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cowboys
Schultz is just out there getting his
third and
man.
final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here comes Nelson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
9614. 9614. Where I know that from? 9614.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
10 carries, 32 yards.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's run all game.
Brings up second
Prescott.
at the 32-yard line.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
And what was a terrible game, my top 3 receivers all got 5 passes, including my tight end. Be right back. tell you one thing. I don't want to see Arizona in the playoffs. Not after that. Yeah, we straight out released him. I guess we could. What's for dinner? Let me look at this. Ten picks. I'm gonna keep him. I need a left tackle or a left guard. want to trade for him. All right. We're going to try it. I don't want to try it, but I'm going to try it. Move him inside. No. No, that's not what I want to do. I need to fortify the right side of my line. Leave him at left tackle. Move this gentleman on right tackle. Oh yeah, I got 2 years with him. That's what's up. we got him for 5 years. Him, I don't know. Let's get in. Oh shit! I'm supposed to change my damn offense and defense.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyle Allen and the Washington football team taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
We just suffered an
Today,
ugly
we get a
loss.
matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between
Somebody's
the
got to pay
Dallas
for it.
Cowboys and the Washington football team. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 3rd season from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Oh!
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Somebody got paid for
This
it.
is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it.
Levine, you still
This
here?
one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 74 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the
it's raining
28-yard
again.
line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the
Bing.
defense back on its heels.
What you doing? Look outside, see if it's
Back to
raining.
him on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him
Okay.
moving around, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And that is caught.
Son of a
Touchdown,
gun.
Washington. Dylan Cantrell, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good...
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field, his 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh. Come on, man. You got moved to a whole new position.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
I moved him because of his lackluster play.
Just gave up that play.
2nd down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Third and long for Prescott.
Fudge!
Team and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
Oh! Got hit while throwing.
Yard line.
So it's been a double team.
See the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week.
Collins pulled away.
What did he do wrong?
He couldn't handle it by himself.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Allen will try again on 2nd down. This is brought in by Gibson. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33. 15 yards on the play. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And
Man, they plotted on that.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Allen off the play fake.
Pick.
And an incomplete
I said
pass.
pick.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's got to be careful not to.
All right, Macabre, let me put it to you like this here.
Really any throwing lanes, but
You can leave.
he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back.
I'm playing on all Madden, just sitting back relaxing. I ain't got to explain a damn thing to you or nobody
Back
else.
to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. They'll set up the screen.
How about that?
Gibson.
When you get so you do what I did in my life, you holler at me. I've been all over the place winning tournaments. You want to know a secret? The EA executives say nobody should play on all Madden because whoever has the better defense automatically wins. It's designed for you not to be able to win. That's why I'm playing it on all Madden, so I get better at the things I don't do well. But like I said, Slim, ain't nobody send you a personal invite. You can always leave and never come back. You don't have to come on my stream and say a damn thing. If you want to go do some trolling or something, you can take your goofball, paste-eating ass somewhere else. Now, go explain that to yourself.
Just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that,
And have a great day when you do it.
Now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That is caught inside the 5 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
What's the deal, y'all?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And again, it's Allen.
You sure it's not raining outside?
This is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Allen to throw once more. It's a good gain of a... Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Carson Wentz, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
I think that's that ice melting on top of the house. But I don't think it's really warm enough for it to be melting. That's why I'm starting to wonder if it's raining.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on.
Last time I checked, it wasn't but like 27 out there.
Normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
He's brought down at the 42.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him.
Dude, I'm up here working on some stuff. I ain't got like, I'm not one of those dudes that, sit there and play with people.
Close to 21 miles an hour.
You don't have to be here either. For real.
Now left side, a completion to his tight
I just ain't got patience for it. I'm up here doing me. You can do you wherever you at.
Pays off for 29 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline.
Like the old folks say, everything ain't for everybody.
Ball's got to be right where it needs to be.
Now, if you want to put the meth down
because he had great arm strength on that
and leave, that's on you.
Football, quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Prescott from the gun. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the result here,
I think I messed up.
Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pick up there. 8 yards.
Check and see if that chicken unthawed yet.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on,
no, man, I'll do it in a second. Don't worry about it.
Be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying
I'm a Cowboy fan.
Game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get
Who's your favorite NFL team?
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And we've got a tie game. He has a 2 touchdown catches that we take a peek at. Does he have a third? The Washington offense.
I don't understand why my best defensive player comes off the field in nickel. I don't get this playbook at all.
As they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route.
Every time I see that name, Michael Vick, I just sit back and wonder what could have been.
And grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, it's Gibson.
I mean, damn. All that talent, and he decided to blow it.
Behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I hate this.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
We got to keep playing, man.
Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
And then had the nerve to go on ESPN during an interview and say, I didn't put all I was supposed to put into it. I would just go out there and do me sometimes.
And make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love
Todd,
the communication.
I'm almost 40, and I'm a very heavy gambler. I watch everything I could watch at any different time. I record football games and go back and watch them. That's why I said all that talent. And I hate to say it as a black man, but as they categorize black quarterbacks at times, he was every bit of it. You know, I hate to say it. He did it to himself. All that talent. All of it. I just imagine if he actually watched film, if he actually did the homework on what defenses do, what he could have done.
So Prescott of the Cowboys,
I call it the LeBron James factor before LeBron James. When the team is doing everything they could to put people around you, and you keep messing it up. He found one man his entire career, in my opinion, Algie Crumpler. He kept throwing the ball to Algie. I mean, I'm not talking about them Philly days. That's after the dog fighting and all that. But getting this wide receiver, that wide receiver. I want to say they went out and got Peerless Price. It was a big name receiver. Or an up-and-coming receiver. He didn't get him used well. Instead of throwing a 5-yard slant, he wants to wait and run for 17 yards.
If you give him any type of blocking, always talk about slot.
He did it to himself.
They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape,
Michael Vick will forever live in my mind as a failure
breaking away from people, but
because he had it all and gave it right back. And then
There's
some.
a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one past
Nike
the
just
30
gave you
to
100,
25
I want to say
yard line.
$150 million
Score there and another
for
first
his
down.
rights to have a shoe or something like that. I'll never forget it. Somebody's shoe and Nike.
Prescott on first
And then like 2 days
He
later,
finds his target. It's Schultz.
matter of fact, I can tell you what happened.
Out of bounds.
I got home from work
The final play.
because I was doing construction and we got rained out.
Back now at FedEx
I think my
Field.
grandmother was
All
still
even as we
living,
get
and they were
ready
talking
to
about that
start
dog
the
fighting crap in Virginia. It's bad when old
Facing
people
a
say
second
that's
and
the end of
two
his
after that
career.
last catch good for 8 yards.
And it was
Now
it
back
was
to the
really.
crowd with Elliott.
He was never Michael
He'll
Vick
fight
again.
forward maybe to the
He had a
line.
couple of highlights, that's it.
all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him.
This
has to be
playbook just ain't for me.
because you can't move up
It has
to
a
the
couple
next
nice
level if you don't take care of him
assets.
first.
But it's just not me.
Looking to throw. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified
gonna have to be
yet.
the
Hold
center.
on, there is a flag down.
Oh God, not this guy again.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay,
No.
we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again.
If you watch
And
college
he gets it done.
football and listen to Jamarcus Russell interviews,
Terrible spot for
you
a
could tell he was a
holding call. They'll try
jackass.
Again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
I mean, he just sounded like a pure
Here's
idiot.
Prescott. And he takes a shot
Every
on the
interview,
release as this will
he
be
sounded
incomplete.
so
Oh,
arrogant,
that's gotta
so
frustrate him a little bit 'cause they nearly
immature.
got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence
He sounded
the
like
plays,
he
and they
listened
did
to the
force the
record
incomplete
Bow
pass.
Down
So an incomplete pass a moment ago.
about
and
50
leads
times a
to 2nd and goal.
game. I mean, 50 times before a game, and really felt like the world is his.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he's
Simple
able
as
to get
that.
it down to the 2-yard line.
I remember Jamarcus Russell came out like 3 years after he was basically dropped from the NFL and said he wanted to play for free and called out Jerry Jones
I can do it. So it's not
and just
gonna
said,
be a
let me
big
be
deal,
on the
and we'll
team,
keep
at
firing.
least for training camp, as a camp arm.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamarcus Russell just,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
I want to say he was in the right place at the right time,
Able to punch it in on 3rd down.
but
Makes it
he
easier for
wasn't
those guys
ready
on the sideline. They didn't
as
have
a
fourth down
person.
decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the
That's the only way I can
because they were
put it
already
together.
thinking ahead as all the good coaching
His
staff
talent
do,
was there
anticipating
at
who wants to
LSU,
make the call.
and
They already had it lined up.
other than
Never
that,
even got to it.
that was it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another
But you
look
know
at
what?
Washington
And
on
thinking
offense.
about that,
And now after the touchdown a moment ago,
he
they
should have been
were
arrested for
triple
robbery.
in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter.
I
Plenty
think
of time on the
Jamarcus
clock.
Russell is one of the main reasons why the NFL has a rookie wage scale now. Because, I mean, I think he got $50 million guaranteed from the Raiders. I can't remember how many weeks into the season they went before he even touched the field.
And this is caught.
That's the bad
He
part.
got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
You go so many weeks into the NFL season and you're holding out as a rookie. That says more about you than anything.
Catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Allen now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there. And
I'm one of them people that
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive.
I always thought
won't necessarily reflect in ours, right? The overall
being drafted into the NFL was like winning the Mega Millions or the Powerball,
hits on quarterbacks,
because you haven't done anything.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game.
Like literally, you don't do anything.
And he's going to go down.
And you're getting paid. You're coming out of college where your coach picks your schedule, and depending on what school you went to, you get a what I call a fluff factor. You know what I mean? Like you play one of them Division III schools.
You're really almost discrediting their work.
Like years ago, Michigan lost to somebody.
This is 3rd and long.
And my friend Tony Reese, he's a heavier gambler than I am. He had it. And I think the odds were like 80-1. And he had it for like $100 that Michigan was going to lose, and he hit. Matter of fact, I think this was like 2 years before Denard Robinson was quarterback.
Nice completion, excellent gain.
But yeah, when you put up 400 yards against Central Michigan, and then you play Florida State, or back in the day Florida State, and you pass for like 290 and 2 touchdowns and 3 picks.
And that is caught.
23 and 24. I be damned. I mean, what do you say then?
And Washington now
like Sam Darnold. We sat in a barber shop.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a
everybody said Sam Darnold. I said nope. I didn't even think it was going to be Baker. Hold up, no, that's not the right draft. One of them. Well, we sat there arguing. I mean, look at it. Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott. We don't know what's going to happen. But now we have a rookie wage scale. If we didn't have this now, I think Sam Bradford got $75 million. Who was the last quarterback to not have to deal with that? That's what I need to look up. I want to say Sam Bradford, but he got broke off.
This might be the best of the bunch.
Matthew Stafford. It was something about that last game, one of them GameStop tournaments I was in. The guy was like, who's the highest paid quarterback in the league? And nobody could get it right. And he's like, yeah, Stafford. I'm like, how? He showed it to me.
Word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13.
I know you probably haven't been here. Actually, I know you haven't been here before. I have a philosophy.
Draw play, Elliott.
If you draft a quarterback
and he slips up past the
in the first 2 rounds, if his number 1 target is in that same draft, how much value do you place on him? Because number 1, that's his number 1 target. So they already have chemistry, continuity. He knows that wide receiver or that tight end. Why don't you do what you have to do to get him? Then, when you go to OTAs and the mini camps, your offensive coordinator and your head coach need to sit down with that coordinator. Sit down with that quarterback and say, this is our offense. What do you do well in this offense? What do you like? And build it around him.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
I mean, I saw something similar in high school. So that's why I have this idea of why doesn't it happen in the NFL. It just looks really ridiculous to people like me that Matt Leinart, Vince Young, Brady Quinn. I can go on and on about quarterbacks who show a lot of potential. Look at this.
And this one's in.
Bullet pass, no pressure.
Time for Cooper, third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10.
Trying to get a third man. But when you sit there and you spend so much money and you do so much to get a quarterback and trade all this and trade all that, and you don't take advantage of all that he can do well, what have you done for your organization? What have you done for your fans? I'm one of those people that hate to hear somebody say such and such sucks. No, whoever that guys we're talking about, he made it to the league. There are many reasons why he's in that league. The bottom line is, why aren't they doing what he does well? What did he do well in college? Look at that. I can't get the little things to go right in this offense.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there.
I saw it the other night. We were having an argument about the Arizona Cardinals when they got hold of Matt Leinart. I see his name I see his face in my mind. I can't call his name. He just got an NFL job again, though. Oh, God. He was the Chargers head coach. And then he got Ken Wisenhunt. I don't know how old you are, NX, but look up Ken Wisenhunt. They said his offense was so complex that Matt Leinart couldn't understand it. But Phillip Rivers could. Eventually, Kurt Warner could. But they took all that and they put it into Matt Leinart. Right?
And that is incomplete. So now it's
then, you don't care about what he does well. You're going to force your offense down his throat.
You mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you also said, they've
Stupid.
got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
In every sense of the word.
Offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
I mean, you can't get no dumber than that.
Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 40.
When's the last time?
The Cowboys offense back out.
Depending on what you, let's say you work at,
they need to get this around the 40.
Let's say you're a truck driver.
Get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all.
You can't drive a manual. Never learn. But you got to drive that manual now.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds.
They say 5 out of 6 people who never drove a manual don't even know how to start one.
That makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So now you can't feed your family because you don't know how to start this truck. You just got fired.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
You know, the NFL stands for not for long. Part of that is because of the dumb stuff that they do. I'm a Cowboy fan that has a big gripe with Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott had a contract that his second to last year he could have signed an extension. They should have went in there and signed it then.
Here's Prescott.
Why it wasn't done, I don't know.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half.
You know, you paid Zeke all this money. Hell, before that, I'm going to tell you what really pissed me off about the Dallas Cowboys. Leo Collins got to the NFL with all these rumors and such got murdered, and he had nothing to do with it, really. From what I understand, it was just the fact that his name was involved with some woman. The police said it, LSU said it, he has no involvement, it's just somebody he knew or dated or whatever. Well, now he's in the NFL with the Cowboys, undrafted. They played him at guard. Phenomenal guard. Well, he played left tackle in college. Let's play him at right tackle. Why?
We can't be totally
Why?
sure that was by design, but
He
we do
sucks
know that a lot
there
of
at
kickers
times.
like the ball in the right
He
hand
does good
in order to kick the
at
field goal.
times. Then he does
One of the
horrible.
biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost
When he played left guard,
football game.
Dallas was feared. They could have went out and paid a right tackle.
And it is
Just that
good.
simple.
He splits the uprights.
You moved him to right tackle, and you struggled at left guard since. Well, no, they ended up with Ronald Leary. Ron Leary did good for a while. Then he became a free agent. You know, the bottom line is
At the end of the game, they knew what they
you
had
can
to do.
only
Just make sure you don't cough up the football.
do so
Take
much
care of it, and
at
victory is
times.
theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas,
I don't understand why I do what I do for a living. I should be in the NFL front office somewhere. Simple as that. Such and such does this, have him do that. Simple as that. I mean, y'all jumped up on here trying to talk trash to me. I'm playing with the Cowboys. If you ain't a Madden player, you don't know what was done to them. I don't mind losing. I'm playing on all Madden with them. You know how incredibly hard this is? I like it. I like a challenge. This ain't no custom offense. Ain't no custom defense. I'm about to try to find another offense, though, because that one just ain't me. This is the trade deadline. Huh? Reports are right now Jimmy G's expected to return to San Francisco. Wow. Tyrod Taylor was given a shot. That's all I can say. If I'm not mistaken, he was drafted by Baltimore. I used to follow him. I kind of fell off. But I know I don't like the way he was used lately. I believe he spent time in Buffalo. I mean, I was a fan. I just kind of stopped following him. I'm going to be honest with you. It just got bad in my opinion. He didn't develop. I never felt like he did anything to expand on his skills he came to the NFL with. And I believe that hurt him. I think I'm going to try Atlanta's playbook next. Since you're here, what playbook do you recommend on defense? I'll try that my next game. I do like using a 3-4. There was a time in my life where I wouldn't play it. That's why I was playing a lot of tournaments. But yeah, I kind of like a 3-4 at times now. If you ever check out the Outlaws Gaming, they recommend Miami. Well, one of them does. Wait a minute. Didn't Tyrod Taylor come from Virginia Tech? Well, I can't remember what school it was. It's not important for me to stop what I'm doing and Google it. Hey, I took chicken out. Well, I mean, I didn't know if you were going to the grocery store or not. What time are you expecting to start?
5:30.
5:30? And who all coming?
Well, I don't know if our sisters, we just think Pat and Miss Jen and Pam.
What do you mean? Who called? For what?
Like, call her.
I was gonna ask you if you could go down there. It's not. You see how much curls on my hair?
Well.
Then I took my phone from me.
Where? Why?
Well, no, don't tell her that. Tell her what happened.
So, he was.
I think we're going to try New England
he
next.
was telling me something, so I
No. What was I telling you?
I don't know.
No. You know what I was telling you.
I don't know what you was telling me.
I was telling you to stop, and I said, you can't listen, can you? And you just kept on. No, don't tell her that. Yeah, and I got tired.
So he got tired of me saying that. So he.
No. Don't tell her that. Tell her the whole truth. Don't skip over it. I told you to stop, and you kept on following me.
Yeah, I kept on following him.
And then she sat in the chair.
And then I came and sat in his chair.
No, I'm trying to sit down.
Then
I got up, right?
And his wallet. Then he went in my room, took my phone. Then he went out there and said he was gonna put it in the cabinet. So I said, go ahead and put it in the cabinet. Then he pushed me because he thought that just because he pushed me, it was gonna stop me from getting here. But I still beat him, and he sat on me.
You still living?
Yeah. And then I went back out there, and then
Let me see something. This last
I came
trade.
back in here, and he grabbed me and pushed me out. No, I was out there, and then he pushed me all the way where the stove is, and I was running as quick as I can. I was running so fast, but by the time I got to the door was like this. And then I kept having to, like, bang on the door and everything. Then I tried to unlock the door with a knife, and it didn't work. And I gave my phone back.
Where the phone at now?
She got it back.
But how many times I done told y'all?
No.
No,
That's her.
No, that's
because
him.
y'all
That's
play,
her.
then somebody get mad.
No, I told her stop.
Y'all can't play without getting mad at the end. So
No.
playing. And I mean, I'm going to watch. But look on that camera. I see y'all playing.
You gotta talk to her.
I know, so I'm talking to both of y'all.
You ain't talking to me because I'm a grown ass
I don't
man.
give a hell.
I said, look, Bink. I said, Bink. I said, stop. Stop. She act like she don't understand. So I took her phone. And she was out there looking sad as hell without that phone.
I was about to cry for it.
Yeah, she looked sad without that phone. She looked like an old puppy dog with nowhere to live.
No more playing. Because y'all don't know how to play.
I knew how to play. I said, Bink, I'm trying.
And he smacked me, Mama.
Oh, that's a lie.
He smacked me. It's not.
Where you smack you at? Show me the same spot.
Here.
I'm about to smack you.
Yeah, okay.
Right here.
Where you at?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
George
You
Fant.
want to cut the camera off or you want them to see it?
Well,
put the camera
if,
on.
if you
You
want,
stop it out.
if you want a Lifetime movie, I can hook you up.
Okay?
So that is
I'm
Sunday.
gonna hold him down.
It'll be Lifetime Plus.
I'm gonna hold him down.
I don't need you to hold him down.
So what you gonna cook with the chicken?
I don't know.
Do not bake that chicken with rice. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm tired of eating rice. Rice ain't good for
You
you.
ain't got no rice.
I'm telling you now. You gonna fry that
Rice
chicken.
is actually good for you.
Rice is not good for you.
Yes, it is. Who told you to what?
I was reading and told me rice was not
one
good.
thing you
The only
wrote
thing you
down
can do, only thing you do with rice that's good for you, is eat brown rice.
That's not true.
Okay. Go ahead and fry that chicken and give me some
Oh, Mom.
broccoli and macaroni and cheese.
Outside was so slippery this morning. I kept slipping and laughing. I almost slipped on the ground. Then it was holding my hand. When we got to the car, couldn't even open the car door all the way because I was slipping so much.